Hey everybody, what do you need to know right now for your highest good? We're going to tune in with the tarot and find out, so keep watching. So this reading is for all signs. It is time-stamped. The timestamps are in the description of the video and in the first pinned comment. This is a timeless reading, so the time frames are applicable for whenever you have stumbled across this video here on YouTube. All right, let's get into your reading. All right, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So let's pull an energy for you. What do you need to know right now? And then we will clarify with the tarot. Okay, Aries. Ariel's napping. Ooh, we have some flirtation. We have Venus in Sagittarius, the number 9. Everything's a metaphor with these decks. So you could be flirting with some sort of new possibilities in your life, particularly with your 9th house. So you could be flirting with some new travel possibilities. And flirting is, trying the energy out, right? Like even if you're flirting with a person, it's just a lighthearted energy exchange to see if the energy is vibing, right? So even if you're not flirting with a person, you could be flirting with possibilities, especially in the Sagittarian energy. So travel, publishing possibilities, writing possibilities, maybe where to go to school or learn something next. So you're in this mode, we have the Jupiter, we have the Venus here, but Jupiter is in your sign right now, and it rules Sagittarius. So we have the Venus in Sag, and Venus in Sag does like to play the field, right? So again, this with Jupiter in your sign as well, and this Venus in Sag, both of these strong Sagittarian energies, this is about exploration of opportunities. Okay, but the flirtation is the key. It's like lighthearted. It's like light and fun. All right, so let's see what we need to know about that for you. And you could be having a literal flirtation with someone. That's possible, depending on your personal situation. All right, let's see. Flirting with possibilities, Aries. Okay, let's see. I feel some of you are really itching to go travel, and that's what the flirtatious possibilities are. All right, we have the Magician here. Oh, and we have a King of Cups. And we have a 9 of Wands. Okay. So some of you just want to manifest, Magician, some sort of lighter energy in your life anyway. Something could have been recently very emotionally heavy. And interesting, we have the number 9 going on here. We have the 9 here. And we have the fire, which is the Sag energy. So we have something that could have been, as I said, something that has been emotionally heavy because the King of Cups here. It could be with a water sign, or maybe this is a time marker since Scorpio season. You've just been feeling just tired, like you're drained emotionally because you've had to work so hard. You've been hanging in there. Life has not maybe been as fun and flirty as you would like. Some of you want to, escape and manifest an entirely different relationship for yourself. Maybe you're in this now, and maybe you're flirting, you're out there. Maybe you're still attached to someone, but the relationship is really kind of not that great. And you could be just flirting. Again, just flirting. We're not saying you're cheating, you're flirting. You're flirting with possibilities. You could be flirting with the idea of what it would be like to shift out of this energy and maybe leave behind this person and not deal with them anymore. I mean, that's possible. But others of you, it's more about manifesting this lightness of energy and shifting out of this situation over here, okay? So I would say with the Magician energy here, this is really probably prominent for you for the next month in your life. And within a month, you'll probably be making some sort of movement forward to manifest and see where this is going to go. Whether it's, like I said, a travel opportunity or an education opportunity or a relationship opportunity, but you're gonna give it a little time. I don't think you're gonna rush in as quickly as you normally do with certain things. You're just gonna see, how does this feel? Because I think this burned you. Okay, this energy really burned you in a way, or just you don't want to have a repeat of this situation in your life. This is what you're trying to get away from. Whether, again, it's an just an emotional heaviness or you're dealing with a water sign, okay? So, very interesting there, Aries. All right, Taurus, let's see what you need to know right now for your highest good. Taurus. Oops. Okay, let's see what we have. Ooh, we have publicity. Okay, we have the number 5 and Jupiter in Leo. Okay, so everything's a metaphor with these things. So publicity, yeah, you could be focusing in on how can you expand Jupiter, the awareness of maybe your business, if you own a business, or awareness of yourself, if you are your own personal brand. Okay, it could be something like that, or some sort of creative project that you have been working on. But publicity to me in this sense, this is just about recognition. Okay, and Leo does not like to be ignored. Leo, no. So, and with the number 5 here, you are looking for some sort of recognition, awareness. And this can also be, it doesn't have to be necessarily in a business sense. This could also be in a personal sense. Maybe you want your family to recognize you for the things that you do for them. Maybe you just, you need a little TLC. You needed a little acknowledgement that, what you've been doing from the heart, because we got the Leo here, is valued, So everything's a metaphor. Let's clarify this with the tarot and see, because Leo is your 4th house of home and family. So it could have something to do with that. All right, let's see what we have. Wanting to have the family not take you for granted, just acknowledge you and your efforts. Like, do something nice for you, Taurus, right? Okay. Without you having to hint or ask them. All right, let's see what we got here. But again, could be in a business sense. All right, we have the Star. Oh, and we have the Wheel. Wow, look at this. And the Judgment, 3 major arcanas. So this is very important, this energy for you. All right, so we have a beautiful, I think, a wake-up call. I'm not going to necessarily read these in order, but I think I'm going to read this a couple different ways. I think in terms of, yes, the family, there can be some sort of wake-up call for them to really change their approach, right? And recognize you, and then bring some sort of, and again, the Star is about recognition also. So I think the key here, though, with the Judgment and the horn, the angel with the horn, is not to put them on blast, as I like to say, but just have that communication, like let them know, hey, I feel like there's a little disconnect going on here. Can we have like a family dinner? Can we all gather and enjoy? Or, I'm feeling like I need this or that from you. Like that type of thing, like having that communication, because they do value you. The Star is here, but they could just be caught up with the wheel of just so many things going on that, they haven't had time. This is modern life, right? We know. So I think this could have a very nice rapid turnaround and new life breathed into, especially the family in some way, with them acknowledging all that you do for them. Okay, but communicate in a nice way what you need. If this is in regards to your business, what we have here is we have your 10th house of career showing up with the Star card. All right, so something could rapidly change for you if you do publicize your business. Maybe you haven't done it for whatever reason. And again, announcements, that is the Judgment card as well. So this is time for press releases. This is time for maybe advertising on, Facebook or whatever you do for your business. There's something here about getting the ball rolling, the wheel. You could have results very, very quickly. There could also be an offer that takes you by surprise, that comes in to raise your profile in some way in your industry. And again, so it could be, an offer, because the Jupiter here, it could be an offer to, be interviewed, whether it's a podcast or for a print publication or some other form of recognition in your industry. So this is very favorable. So if something has been less than optimal with your business, this publicity could really, really rapidly change that around for you. As we have the healing energy also represented by the Aquarius card. So this is very, very positive, very positive. But you may need to, with this judgment, there could be more than one possibility coming in as well in terms of this publicity. So, use your discernment if it's the right fit for you. But I think also, even if it's not the right fit for you, whatever the invitation is, even if it's an invitation to speak somewhere and it doesn't feel aligned for you, that's okay. Say no, it's fine. It's within your control and power to say no. But I think just the fact that they considered you and they wanted, they recognized you in that way, in a business sense, also is going to give a positive boost to your energy for your business and to kind of get back into it maybe a little bit more. So this is positive. I mean, no matter which way we look at this is very, very good energy. All right, Gemini, let's see what we have going on for you. What do you need to know right now? Gemini. All right, what do we have? We have drama. We have Mercury in Leo. We have drama. Number 5 here. This is really funny because my Gemini sister has a dog that kind of is reminding me of this picture. I don't know if my sister's watching this video, but and we call the dog FOMO because she has a fear of missing out, and she is a Leo. And so this card is reminding me of her very much, of the dog. and she is a barker too with this Mercury, right? She likes to communicate because she doesn't want to be overlooked. So maybe there's something going on for you with that, Gemini. All right. So maybe there's something here that you need to speak your truth, maybe not create drama, but maybe there's something you don't want to miss out on. So you need to have that flair of communication, Leo, and let out maybe a little bit of a lion's roar and say, hey, wait, what about me? I want to be invited to that, or I want to do that too. There's something here about really letting your truth be known, whatever that may be for you. Okay, let's clarify it with tarot, but I would advise against causing drama, but don't let it get to that point. But hey, sometimes certain situations, they require a little drama to get noticed. So depending on what's going on for you, everything's a metaphor. Let's see. But I think it's funny. We have the FOMO card here. Okay. So let's see. Let's see what we got for you, Gemini. The Chariot. You don't want to be left behind. You got the Chariot here. And the 6 of Wands. Okay, wow. And the Knight of Cups. Okay. So we have 2 gorgeous energies here of recognition. So of the 6 of Wands and the Chariot. So there could be a recognition coming your way very soon with this Knight of Cups here. There could be an offer that puts you in the public spotlight. And the drama could be just that you're excited about whatever this offer is coming in, this rapid movement forward of excitement and new possibilities, and something could be popping in your career with these 2 energies. And it also could be a travel opportunity as well, particularly with a significant other. So that may be on the cards for you also. But it's something, we'll look at the drama as also excitement, right? You're excited to tell people about it, especially I think career related. You're just excited. And you don't want to be left behind. I think you were worried that the universe was going to leave you behind and forget about you. And the universe has not done that. So if this has not come in yet, this looks like it's coming in within 6 to 7 weeks for you. Could be 6 to 7 days. It's possible. Where you will have something very exciting to announce to the world with a little flair of drama. This could involve, it's possible there could be something to announce about a Leo in your life if you do have a significant connection with a Leo. Maybe if you're in a relationship with the Knight of Cups here with a Leo, there could be an important conversation you have about taking that relationship to the next level with these 2 energies here and moving forward. So there could be a rapid movement forward with Leo energy in your life, however that might manifest. Now, Leo is your third house of communications. We have the Mercury energy here. So this does speak to some sort of dramatic announcement. There could be a promotion ceremony, something like that going on, you know, that's in the public, because Leo's theater and drama, right? It's public performance. So there could be a promotion ceremony, you know, in front of other people, not just you get a letter there, you got a new job or a promotion. No, there's an actual public recognition of the next level up. So there could be something like that going on for some of you. But yeah, don't worry. The universe isn't leaving you behind. And this is very, very exciting energy. So this is, I mean, both of these are excellent in terms of celebrations. So, love this for you, Gemini. All right, Cancer, let's see what you need to know right now for your highest good. Cancer. All right, what do we have here? Ooh, we have some lust. Ooh, we have Venus in Aries. Interesting, because Venus is going into Aries on Tuesday, the 20th, the same day as the new moon in Pisces. So, all right, so we have some lust going on, number one here. So March 1st might be interesting for you. But everything's a metaphor with these cards. So, you know, we have the volcano in the background. What a metaphor, right? This is a very interesting card. I'm not going to say too much about the imagery. You can use your imagination. But in any case, there's something that you're feeling very, very passionate about. It doesn't have to necessarily be a lusty physical relationship, although it could be. Maybe you're craving some intimacy in your life, but this could also be, you know, something you're lusting after, like a material object. This could be an experience you're lusting after, a person, obviously. This is just a lot of intense emotional feeling because of this volcano. So let's see. And there is the element, I think, of craving to lust also. So it's like this deep yearning that needs to be satisfied. All right. Oh, Ace of Pentacles. There's the deep yearning that needs to be satisfied. Oh, and there's the appetite. And the Ten of Wands. Okay. So you want to be done with a situation. Like, you are done with the situation. Okay, this Ten of Wands. Like, you're tired of it. It's been all work and no play, probably, with this Ten of Wands for some of you. I think that the drive here, the yearning, is for some sort of new beginning, especially in your finances, in your business life, even with this Ten of Coins. Like you're probably ending one sort of cycle with how you earn your money. And the lust here, this appetite, lust, Nine of Cups, it could be for greater material wealth. And there's nothing wrong with wanting more for yourself. Absolutely not. Because you could have been working very hard and just, you know, maybe not having enough of the rewards come through for you. Sorry about the noise in the background. So, you know, this yearning is for, I think, an easier way of manifesting your pentacles and having some sort of new beginning that also just satisfies your emotional appetite, right? That makes you feel connected to your life force energy, that gets your juices flowing, so to speak. All right, like, this is not juices flowing energy, Ten of Wands. This is stuck in the mud. I can't see my future. I'm just barely hanging in there every day, taking care of all this junk I got to do. This is much more, wow, possibilities, planting new seeds, new ideas, really emotionally fired up to do it, excited about it, having that emotional drive and energy. And this is like, you got a lot of life force energy behind you for the new. So that's what this is saying. There is something you do need to wrap up in order to get this lusty new possibility coming into your life. All right, Cancer. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on for you. What do you need to know right now? Leos. Ooh, we have the sun in Sagittarius, some enthusiasm, and the number 9. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, and that is your 5th house of love, romance, creativity, children, the entrepreneur, taking risks. Ooh, all right. So let's see what we need to know about that. For you, Leo. Enthusiasm for the Leos. All right. Leo. Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Cups. Ooh. And the 6 of Cups. Isn't this gorgeous? Okay. So you could be very excited about some fresh starts in your life that are coming in within the next 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, with these number ones, 1 month, 6 weeks. Okay, so 4 to 6 weeks, your enthusiasm is going to be really amped up. You're going to be stoked. So there could be new beginnings for you in creating new prosperity in your life. There could be emotional new beginnings with somebody who you really care about. This could be a new beginning with your children in some way, like maybe a healing of the relationship. There could be a new child on the way, whether that's a human baby or fur baby is possible. With this energy, this 6 of Cups is such a glorious, lovely, heartfelt, joyful energy. There could be some good news coming in regards to your children, like maybe they get a scholarship or they win an award. Like there could be something like that going on. But even if if you don't have kids, what this is saying to me with this enthusiasm is you getting back your just joyful energy for new possibilities and new things that you're wanting to birth into your life. Vis-a-vis, yes, your finances, but also about art projects, creative projects, your love life, just feeling emotionally aligned. Aces for me are about the self. So this is a lot to do about things that are personal to you that you want to get off the ground, both, as I said, in a business sense, financial sense, and also in a personal sense. Bright new beginnings for you that light up your life, the enthusiasm. This 6 of Cups is just such a lighthearted, beautiful energy. It is the innocence of the children. So it is about that, inner child within us and feeling just aligned with that energy and happy and excited, as I said, about new possibilities. And I feel like with this energy also, what I'm feeling is that there's a real healing with this energy for you. So if life has been difficult of late, the energy is going to start shifting, and you're releasing some stuff that was dragging you down. All right. So and this is just much more harmonious and much more focused on you with these aces, in terms of, as I said, starting things that make you excited and fired up. And the 6 of Cups is also some sort of perhaps dream you've had since you were younger that now you're finally getting to implement in your life and get started. It could be a new business idea. It could be you're writing a book. This is very artistic energy as well, as I said. So you're doing something, though. You're taking those very tangible steps forward with the Ace of Pentacles here. Like, this is not just yearning for it. You're actually planting the seed. You're doing something to make this enthusiasm be grounded in reality. So this is not just about lighthearted dreaming. This is, you're doing it also. So this is great energy. All right, Virgo, let's see what we need to know for you for your highest good going forward. Virgos. We have the Vision. The sun in Pisces. Wow. And we're just about to enter Pisces season, I believe tomorrow. I'm filming this the 17th. I think the sun goes into Pisces tomorrow. So Pisces season coming up is going to be very important for you with your vision. Number 12, what you want for your life. Pisces is your 7th house of relationships, both business and personal. So there could be the dawn of a new day in terms of relationships, maybe a new one coming in. That is possible. Very intuitive with the eye here. Okay, so this is not just vision outwardly, but also vision inwardly. What you're intuitively sensing about the big picture perspective of your life and where to go next also. Okay, so wow, let's clarify that and see what we need to know. Virgo's vision. Love it. Dawn of a new day for the Virgos. All right, Pisces season. Virgo. Oh, Ace of Wands, no reversals. And the 6 of Wands. Wow. And the 5 of Wands. You are besting your competition. Whatever your competition may be, you're getting the yes. You're getting the green light, the go ahead with this 6 of Wands here, this victory energy. And notice how this person's back is turned to this. So I'm going to read this 2 ways. This can be a literal competition. So if you're trying to get a job, you're trying to win something, win a contest, whatever the competitive situation might be, you're the one, right? You're the one who conquers, who moves forward with victory in hand. Now, it may take until the start of Aries season for this to occur because of the strong wands. I mean, we have 3 wands here, which is Aries energy. Venus goes into Aries actually on the day of the new moon of Pisces on the 20th. I made a whole video on the Pisces new moon, so check it out. But so, I mean, this could implement within a couple of days. That's possible for some of you. But I would also give this the full Pisces season until the very beginning of Aries season, which starts March 20th, where the victory could be absolutely assured at that point. So we have some sort of beautiful dawn of a new day, a new beginning going on for you here that you're going to be investing your life force energy into. It could have something to do with greater recognition, responsibilities. This is a very literary card. So those of you, especially in the literary arts and who are, entering writing contests and trying to get your, first book published through a contest or something like that, there could be some good news with that. But this is fabulous. This is so good. And notice too, when the person is sitting here on this horse, like he can see the big picture perspective vision of his life or her life a lot easier. So this boost that you're going to get, this boost up in terms of besting this competition, is going to help you see the path forward for yourself a lot clearer. Now, 5 of Wands for me is also a spinning your wheels type energy where there's just a lot of discombobulation. There's things disorganized all over the place. Like you don't know if you're coming, you're going, just so many things, dude, plates spinning in the air, like just like so many things going on. So what I feel also for some of you, because we have the vision energy, it's not so much about besting somebody else, but just getting yourself together and focused on the bigger picture of your life and really zeroed in on the one thing that's going to make the difference to you right now. The one thing, not the 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 things over here that you just keep spinning around about. So for some of you, that may be how this energy manifests as well. But no matter which way you look at this is fabulous. And big seeds are getting planted for you in Aries season, or you're planting some big seeds with that Ace of Wands coming on in. So Aries season, Pisces and Aries season will be very interesting for you, Virgo. All right, Libras, let's see what's going on for you. Libras, what do you need to know right now? Libras. All right. We have friendship, the moon in Cancer. We have some friend, the number 4. Okay, so let's see what we need to know about that for you. Cancer's your 10th house of career. So that's interesting. Maybe something with a work relationship. All right, there's your energy, but doesn't have to be. Let's just see what we get. All right, so we get the Justice, we get the Hermit. Oh, and we get the Capricorn. All right. Wow, 3 major arcanas here. So you could be dealing with Earth sign energy. You could be dealing with another Libra. That's possible. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Capricorn. I feel this is what I feel. I feel like you need to make a choice. A choice is coming up for you. This may have something to do with a work relationship. It's possible, but it also could be not have to do with a work relationship. It could just be a friendship in your life, just in your personal life. I think you're on the cusp of having to make a choice between staying in a partnership that is toxic and unhealthy and or going it on your own, the Hermit. I don't like this. I mean, the devil, like, it is what it is, the devil, right? It's toxic energy. It is a bond that is built on some sort of probably transactional situation. Like, you know, you do this for me, I do this for you. But there may not be, it's a relationship built on profit. It's not necessarily built on love and harmony and understanding and all that. But the other problem or the other situation might be you don't want to be alone either. So maybe you have settled to stay in this particular friendship or situationship or whatever it is, right? You've stayed in it because you don't want to be alone. So I think a choice is on the horizon for you fairly soon. We're going to have a full moon in your sign, which I will do a separate video just for Libras on that full moon, which is happening, I believe, April 6th, 7th. So I feel like we have the number 4 here, which is the month of April. So I think this is a timing for your full moon. We have the moon card here, the moon. I think that at that point, it's going to become, with, again, full moons, right, bring everything to light. It's going to become glaringly obvious to you that something's got to give with this situation. Either you continue to put up with it and complain about it and not like it, or you bite the bullet, so to speak, and you make a decision that I've got to release this because it's not healthy for me. Okay, because this is toxic energy. It may have, if it's a work relationship, that may be, more challenging because you can't always just up and get another job, but you may have to find a way to deal with that energy once and for all. So this could just be like, maybe you can ask to not work with that person or move your office or something like that, if that's a situation. But I think it's probably more to do with a personal scenario in your life. And, you got to really ask yourself if the price that you're paying is worth it to stay in this situation. Is being alone going to be really so bad for you? I know, Libras, I know you don't prefer to be alone, but, better the devil than being on your own. I don't know. This is not great. It's a general reading. You're gonna have to figure it out. And I think, like I said, by that full moon in early April, you're gonna be dealing with it one way or the other. All right, Scorpio, let's see what you need to know right now for your highest good. Scorpios. Let's see. Scorpio, we have the sun in Leo and some fortune. I love it. The number 5. And of course, this is your 10th house of career and status. Wow, Scorpio. Yeah, we have a little snake up. It looks like a snake up at the top here. Snakes are very scorpionic for me because it's about the transformation, right? The shedding of the skin. So, okay, so there could be some good fortune, good news coming to you in your career life. Let's see what we need to know about that. Let's see. Scorpio. Wow. Page of Swords, news is coming on in. Oh, it's good news. 3 of Cups. Look at this. And it's got a big old Queen of Pentacles. All right. This is very nice. Scorpio. Fortune. All right. So 3 of Cups for me is Pisces energy, but March. So this may not manifest until March. In Pisces season, but that's okay. But you have been actively working on manifesting it into your life. You have been focused. You have been just really on board with all your efforts. You've been channeling all of your energies into making this situation happen for yourself. So we have the Page of Swords. So this is probably some sort of written communication. It could be an email, a text, you know, like that's a letter in the mail, that type of thing, a contract. This is I feel probably because it's career, it's not going to be a text. It's going to be a formal letter, email, contract, that type of thing. It may be involved in terms of your creative life in some way with this 3 of Cups, but I'm just going to just look at this as a joy and celebration. Because this is Pisces and that is your 5th house, and we have the number 5 over here because we have the Leo, which rules the natural 5th house of the zodiac wheel. This very much can be about your own business, 5th house, entrepreneur. This can also be some sort of good news about your creative efforts, a creative project, a creative result you have been wanting to get for your career. So maybe, you know, you have been shopping a book around that you've been wanting to get published, or you have been working on you know, starting your own business in some way and trying to land an important client, or you've been trying to land a supplier, or, you know, something like that. This is very, very good news. This is the house of pleasure, also the 5th house, the house of taking risks. So I feel like you've been taking a creative risk with your life, with your career. Like you've been putting yourself out there. You have been, as I said, very focused on making something happen for yourself. And the news is coming. This is great. This is absolutely beautiful. And it has to do, I mean, fortune to me, yes, it has an element of money to it, but it's also an element of luck and just, you know, good timing, you know, good fortune. It's like something lucky and wonderful happening for you, but luck favors the, you know, is when preparation meets opportunity, right? So you have been preparing, you have been doing the work behind the scenes with this Queen of Pentacles. And I do feel, because we have the Pentacles showing up, that there may be an element here also of finances, of Pentacles associated with this fortune. So how much that is just going to be dependent on your personal situation and what you have going on. But I would say that some gold, some Pentacles, are likely to be part of this fortune, this scenario for you. So in other words, if this is getting some good news about finally getting your book accepted for publication, yeah, maybe there's not going to be millions of dollars attached with that. Maybe it's a couple hundred or a couple thousand, depending on what you're doing, but there's some money there. Okay, so, you know, have realistic expectations. But with this Sun card here, also, this is like this idea that it clears out all past disappointments. And there is an element also of recognition to it, right? This, like, think of the Sun card in tarot. It's the same concept of recognition. And the Sun card is also connected with fame, people knowing your name. So, you know, there's a lot to celebrate with this particular fortune energy here, Scorpio. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what you need to know for your highest good. Sagittarius. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, we have the moon in Aquarius. Number 11, some independence. All right. So everything's a metaphor. Do you need more independence? Are you too independent? You're seeking to liberate yourself from some situation. Okay, all right, so let's see. Maybe you're just happy with your independence. I don't know. Let's see what the energies have to say with the tarot. Sagittarius. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. That's possible. All right, we have a King of Cups. And we have some Libra. And we have another Libra. Or Aquarius, right? Because we had the Aquarius energy with that card. Okay. All right. I think you are perhaps wondering, Sag, if you should continue to emotionally invest in a partnership. We have the Aquarius energy over here, which is emphasizing the moon in Aquarius in the Independence card. We have the number 11 here and the number 11 here. You could be dealing with a Libra, absolutely. But I'm going to look at this more as the situation is Libran in nature, meaning a partnership, since Libra does rule the 7th house of relationships in the zodiac wheel. We have the very emotional energy of the King of Cups over here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right, so you may be seeking your emotional independence from maybe an air sign. That's possible. Maybe that person is not as invested in the relationship as you are. That's possible. So what we have going on here is we have questions and issues about emotional investment is what I feel. All right, with this emotional energy and then the very intellectual oriented energy of the swords. So, and then smack dab in the middle of the Justice card. So is it fair to, stay in a relationship that's not giving you what you need emotionally? Would your independence be better? Maybe you're the one who's super independent and maybe the air sign wants more. I mean, that's possible. It just depends on your personal situation. Another way to look at this energy, since Justice is here, and this Justice card can be about contracts and contractual obligations, including marriage. Some of you are perhaps, again, you're in the midst of deciding whether or not to seek your independence and get a divorce. This could also be a divorce from some sort of contractual obligation, like a business partnership or some other business entity situation going on. So you could be trying to set yourself free, set yourself free in some way through a contractual obligation or from a contractual obligation. So I feel like this is likely, because of this Justice coming out here, likely to come to a head for you, Sagittarius, at this Libra full moon, which is happening April 6th, 7th. So maybe even the 11th of April that we got going on over here. So let's see how this panned out. But you are really torn. I mean, we have these two energies. You are really torn between these two extremes, shall we say, of the scales. The emotional connection, the freedom connection. If we look at the swords as freedom, independence over here. Finding that balance for yourself within a relationship is maybe something that you are focusing on. Even if you're not in a relationship right now, maybe you're just, processing through some things, you're reevaluating and maybe trying to figure things out for yourself because you do want another relationship, but you've got to have the one that brings independence and connection in a balance for you. So it just depends, but these are energetic themes you're definitely looking at right now, whether this is in a business or personal sense. And making those emotional, because it's the moon here, emotional evaluations for yourself. But this is not likely to stay status quo forever. I do think with the major arcana showing up that it will come to some sort of head, shall we say, at that Libra full moon. Capricorn, let's see what we have going on for you. What do you need to know for your highest good? Cappies, let's find out. Ooh, we have Saturn in Gemini, concentration, and the number 3. Okay. Loose links. That was it. Loose lips sink ships. We got this devil, which is on this lips here. There's something about discretion right now, I feel for you. The Gemini energy is your 6th house of work and well-being. So, and I don't know if you can see here, but there's spider web. And the star is caught in the spider web. Spiders are a totem for communication, writing in particular. And so some of you have got to stop talking about what you want to do and concentrate and get to it in your work life. And it may involve some sort of writing project, communications, again, all the Gemini stuff, writing, speaking, teaching, networking, sales, that you got to sit down, buckle down, and do it. We've talked about this as well. There was a recent Capricorn reading where it was like, you guys have got stuff on your plate, you got to finish up. I feel like this is a corroborating message. I think that was the new moon in Pisces video, maybe. Done a lot of videos lately, I can't remember exactly, but okay, so, but there's also something here about really concentrating, again, concentrating your energy and not talking the fire out of your ideas, especially in terms of writing. So that's what I'm saying, like loose lips sink ships. So discretion is important, not to share your ideas right now, but to just keep them to yourself and work on them and get them finished and get them done. This is your ruling planet, Saturn. Gemini, again, you may have 2 things going on right now that are a priority for you in terms of this focus. And you are trying to, here's another way to look at this energy. It's all a metaphor. You are trying to catch something in your web, the star. Okay, this beautiful star here, which is Aquarian energy, which rules your 2nd house of money. So if you concentrate, and get this thing, get these 2 things finished, as we said before in another reading, you're going to catch that star that you want, which is increased finances. Okay, but this is the interesting energy over here. These cards are so fascinating. I love this deck. It's very, very interesting. Lots of imagery and metaphors and stuff to work with. Okay, so it's time to concentrate, Capricorn. And you are very, when you put your mind to something, you absolutely have amazing powers of concentration. But it sometimes can be that you just have a lot of irons in the fire and you do have a lot of responsibilities because you take on a lot. So again, this could be like, careful who you say yes to. See this like this double energy. Be careful who you're saying yes to because you may not have enough time to do the other things that are important to you. All right, let's see what we need to know. Capricorn. Oh, we got some King of Wands energy. And there's your energy, Queen of Pentacles. And the 3 of Wands. Okay. So you have got to focus your energies. Well, we got this powerful wand energy, which is our physical stamina. It is an energy that is associated with business and creative life force energy and getting things done. We have your energy showing up here. Again, focus, the Queen of Pentacles. She is very focused on that pentacle in her lap that she wants to manifest. Look, we got the star, the pentacle. Looks like a little bit of a pentacle here as it has this circle caught in the web. All right, the pentacle. You already have the ideas. I don't think you need to start like thinking, oh, but this would be a better idea over here, or that would be a better idea. You already have the 2 things that could make the difference for you right now. So this is about taking that energy and working on getting those completed, as I said before. Now, we have the 3 of Wands here, which is end of March energy. It's the Aries energy. This is, I love a 3 of Wands. It is about the ship about to come onto the horizon. And you're almost there. So end of March and into April is going to be very important for you for the ship coming in and the completion and getting these rewards. All right, but the completion has to be there. You're so close, like you're this close. There's just these things that have to, I feel like, there's just these things that have to get tied up and finished. Okay, so keep the focus on your goals, yourself, get all of your, energy funneled. Sorry, Ariel. funnel toward your goals and not get distracted by people who are trying to get you to commit to them and do their thing. And let's see what comes in for you at the end of March. This is very nice energy here. You're building something significant with these energies and with the Saturn, with your energy showing up here. And we know Saturn is about to go into Pisces, which is your third house of communication. And we have the number 3 here. And we got the Gemini over here, which is the natural ruler of the third house in the zodiac wheel. So this may in fact have a lot to do with the Gemini related situations, writing, speaking, teaching, networking, sales, media, all those types of things. So let's go. Let's go, Capricorn, get it done. All right, Aquarius, let's see what you need to know right now for your highest good. Aquarius. All right, here we go. We have assertion. We have the sun in Aries, the number 1. This is your third house of communications. Looks like this person is getting ready to slay a dragon. So you may have an important conversation that needs to be had. Some situation you need to face and slay that dragon. Okay? All right. You need to assert yourself. Maybe assert a boundary. Let somebody know, yo, this is not happening. Okay, because Aries energy is definitely that assertiveness. Aries will let you know. They don't hold back. So that's your third house. So it is about communicating your truth, asserting your individuality, asserting your truth in some way. All right, let's see what we got. Taking care of number 1, because we have that number 1 showing up here. All right, let's see. Aquarius. Ariel's concentrating. Let's see what we got. 9 of coins. High Priestess. And the 6 of swords. All right. What I feel is like you've been giving subtle hints to somebody, but they're not getting it. Okay? They are not getting it, this High Priestess. So that's why the cards, I think, are suggesting that the assertion needs to happen, that there has to be a more in your face and perhaps vocal, because the swords are coming up, a more in your face, like this is it. All right. So it may have something to do with your resources in some way. Like maybe somebody's been taking advantage of your time, your energy, your resources. This could be financial. Yes. Maybe you've been trying to help somebody out but then they're trying to take advantage of your good nature. This Virgo energy, right? So this Virgo energy, Virgo is such a very helpful energy. They try to make the world a better place, as do you, Aquarius. So, you've been maybe trying to help somebody out, but they're taking advantage now. And you've been maybe trying to subtly pull back or whatever, but they keep coming at you like this dragon. They keep coming at you, trying to get you to do this or that or still help them out. So I think you are going to have to assert a boundary. And that boundary is likely to be that you may cut them off. Again, it depends on the personal situation, but this guy's got the sword in his hand. We have a 6 of swords over here. You may cut them off through you just simply saying, I'm not dealing with you anymore, and move on. Now, I am going to say, because this is the energy I'm picking up, there may be a ghosting going on here. You may ghost them. You may just stop picking up the phone. You may just stop texting them back. You may just, go the other way. If you see them coming toward you in the supermarket, you quick, jump down the other aisle or something. I'm not necessarily recommending that. I don't think ghosting is very respectful, but I understand why people do it. I mean, but I think it would be better for you to perhaps just lovingly, for yourself lovingly, it's an act of love to assert a boundary for yourself. Assert that boundary, have that conversation, and then you move on. So, the person will no longer be in the dark, right? The High Priestess. There's no way they can come back on you and say, well, you never said anything to me. Because it's been the hints. The High Priestess, you haven't come right out and said Say it. Said it. Yeah. Okay, you haven't. So that's why I think you're going to have a Slay the Dragon conversation. All right. And you'll feel so much better. That's the other thing. The Six of Swords. You'll move on with a clear conscience. You'll be like, I stated my piece. I said what I had to say. I didn't want it to come to that situation where I had to be like that, but there you go. That's what it came down to. And then you move along and you're going to feel so much better. Six of Swords, trouble's passing away. You move on, clear conscience. Okay. So don't be afraid of asserting that boundary for yourself, because I do think somebody's been taken advantage. And that is your 8th house of transformation. The 8th house can sometimes be also Virgo, the Virgo energy, this Virgo. Can sometimes be like karmic relationships and things like that. Can sometimes be addictive relationships, trauma-based relationships, just like a karmic situation going on there. So you may have felt like you had you felt this karmic obligation to help this person, but I think that karma's done and over. Okay, and you felt that way probably for a while. But like I said, you just, the hints were not enough. All right, so now you're going full blown Aries here. Okay, with this, get your helmet on, get your sword at the ready, and go slay that dragon. All right, Pisces, let's see what we have going on for you. What do you need to know for your highest good? Pisces peoples, we have achievement. We have the sun in Capricorn, beautiful, the number 10. Wow, okay. This is your 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams and personal gains and networks and friendships. So, and of course, yes, the Capricorn house in the zodiac wheel does rule one's career. So interesting. All right, let's see. You're achieving something awesome for yourself and something that can stand the test of time because it's the Capricorn energy. So, Pisces, let's see what we got going on. Pisces. The Chariot. Ariel's like sitting right there. And the 8 of Cups. And the 9 of Wands. Okay, so we are having a rapid movement forward toward a brand new destination for yourself. You are leaving behind toils and troubles, 9 of Wands, and you are moving to something a lot more exciting for yourself. This could be a brand new job coming in for yourself. Maybe over the next, I would say 7 to 9 weeks, there could be this new job coming on in. So probably by, by the beginning of May, middle of May-ish. Okay. There could be something new coming in for you. Could be, of course, sooner than that. That's very possible. It's a general reading, of course, but, you are leaving behind emotional frustration in terms of achieving important, can I talk right now? Achieving important goals for yourself. It may not necessarily be in career. It could be something else where you were feeling held back, tied down, frustrated that something was not moving forward. That you are leaving that behind. This may be happening around the 7th or 8th of March, Pisces season, which is the full moon in Virgo. So that may show you kind of, the energy may start to shift big time. We know also that is the time that Saturn is moving into your sign, on that same time frame, March 7th, 8th. So, and we have the 7 over here. So you're going to start seeing things really start to rapidly accelerate toward the direction of your dreams. And with Saturn, which rules Capricorn, we got the Capricorn here, moving into your sign, it is going to be about your commitments to the direction you want to go in your life. When Saturn goes through our own sign, it is a lot about our own priorities, making ourselves a priority, being responsible, stepping into greater responsibilities, which can also be the Chariot card, but also getting really serious about the goals and things that we are committing to so that we can achieve more for ourselves. So this is all in play for you, absolutely, with the astrology, and this energy is affirming it for me. you're leaving behind something that has not been fertile in some way. Like you're done with it. It's reached the end of the line. And there may be a choice for some of you in terms of which new direction you want to go in. This choice is under your command and control, of course, with you sitting in the driver's seat of your life. So, really think about it. Think about as Saturn gets ready to go in your sign, and I'm going to do a separate video on Saturn and Pisces for everybody. What's going to bring you the most satisfaction? Also, in terms of your creative life, this is Cancer energy, which is your 5th house of love, romance, creativity, taking a risk, the entrepreneur. Some of you, it may be also about making a choice between starting your own business and or working for someone else. You may be at that crossroad of going in a different direction with your work life and instead deciding to go solo or go back into the workforce. There could be that going on. This could be that, I'm making some choices between creative projects and trying to really figure out which one would bring me more success and achievement and higher visibility in the world. Because we only do have so much time and energy at our disposal. Saturn in our own sign makes us very conscious of time, because time is a resource and how we can best use our time. So you're going to be really considering that for yourself, and also in terms of how it affects like the bigger picture of your life, the direction you're heading in, the things you want to invest your time in, the road ahead. So, but this is good. I like this. Getting ready to leave behind just tiresome energies here, both on a physical level and an emotional level. And things are going to really start percolating for you. So get ready, Pisces. So thank you so much for joining me for your What Do You Need to Know Right Now About Your Life tarot reading. I love you guys. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on for you with these energies. We would love to hear. All right, take care. I'll see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.